Well, I'm here with Peter, of course, from Garden Bargains, and he's just showing us around his fantastic nursery. I think when you are ordering from the TV, you know, customers are always concerned about quality. I can see the quality is outstanding, isn't it?
Well, of course, that's the one thing that we really work hard at, Sean. So our endeavour is to make sure every plant is in perfect condition when it's delivered to the customer. So if I look at this particular item, now, when you look at a tray, you want the whole tray to be, you know, totally even, all of it to be beautifully lush green, and every single plant to be well rooted and with lovely side branches. So look at the really perfect structure of those white hair roots. Even if there were 1 week plant, of course, our packers, as they're putting these into the mini greenhouses, they would make sure they graded that out. So it makes sure that the plants that get delivered to home are always absolutely perfect and that they arrive nursery fresh.
So Peter, what stage are we at now then?
Okay, so we've seen the plants in the greenhouse. This is where the plants are now put into the mini greenhouses. So they've been in the big greenhouse, now they go in the mini greenhouses, and this is a special packaging system that's been developed to give the same sort of environment that they've lived in whilst they've been on the nursery, but during the period when they travel from us to get to the customers at home. So the ladies here, they've got the mini greenhouses open, and they're individually selecting the plants, and they're popping each individual plant into the correct place. And eventually, when the mini greenhouse is closed, what you'll then see is the root systems are in that little section there, and then there's a collar to gather together around that, which keeps the foliage in the top part, the roots and the compost in the bottom part. So the perfect environment is moisture's contained below, plenty of airflow in the top. So even if when you get these home, you left them in there for a couple of 3 days, maybe even 4 or 5 days, they'll be perfectly fine. Just put them on a windowsill in a nice light place, and they'll be really happy to stay like that until you can plant them up.
So Peter, is this the final stage of packing now?
It is. So we've got the plants, they're in the mini greenhouses, okay, and that's all ready, so they're in perfect condition. Now it's a question of just finishing off the process. So pop those down. Now all of our boxes have important signage on them, from the very smallest box to the biggest box. So it says to the delivery person this way up, live plants, open immediately. So you've got a message so you know what they are when they get them home, and that's repeated. The other thing is, which I'm really proud to say, is actually 100% of our packaging is typically recyclable, and in this case 86% of the material that goes into this box is recycled.
Oh, fantastic.
This is clever, this box, because all you do is you push it together and it makes the box, and then typically the boxes are sized so the individual mini greenhouses go in.
Perfect.
And then off we go like that. So the final stage then is to pop the paperwork in. Of course, this weekend, what we'll also be doing is popping in the superior fertiliser as well.
Very good.
And of course, the paperwork, the peelable label gets applied, popped on there, and then just like this one here, it's ready for the post.
Fantastic.